welcome back to this channel. I'm so grateful that we are here again to talk more about poultry farming. My name is Lillian from Kevara Farm. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't, and if you have already subscribed, I'm so grateful to God. May God reward you, and please don't forget to like this video if you like the content that I'm going to give you. By doing that, YouTube can see that you like what I'm giving you. And please always share in the comment section. Ask me about anything. I'll be glad to answer all your questions. And don't forget to tell me where you're watching me from. So today's topic, we are going to discuss on how much that you need if you want to begin a poultry farm of 500 birds. So when we talk about poultry farm, as I've been telling you in my previous videos, we need to consider a lot on cost saving. So before we start even this poultry farm, there are some things that you can play around with in order for you to save on certain things. So let's first discuss those things. First of all, for me at my poultry farm, because for you when you're going to prepare the brooder, you need the trampoline. And in the brooder, these baby chicks, they need light 24/7. So for me, what I do, this trampoline, I buy the transparent trampoline. In this way, during the day when there is sunlight, I'll be able to save on electricity bills, because I'll be getting light, this natural light. The natural light will be entering my brooder, so which means during the day, instead of lighting electricity, I'll be able to use the natural light. In that way, I'll be saving on the electricity bill. Then another thing where you can save money, these chicks when they are young, they need young drinkers. But for me, I do not buy these young drinkers. I buy the mature drinkers. In a few days to come, I'm going to make a video on how to prepare a brooder, because I'm expecting chicks. I'll be preparing my brooder. I'm going to show you how I do it, not to use these younger drinkers, but instead I use the mature drinkers. Then by buying that, I'm saving on the costs of buying these young drinkers, and then after a few months, then you leave them there without using them. Then another thing, these baby chicks need trays or baby feeders. So for me, instead of buying these baby feeders, I do not buy them. I instead make my own trays from cardboard. I'll be showing you how I do the trays. I use those trays to feed my baby chicks up to a certain point. Then up to that point, that is where I can buy these other feeders which are mature. Then another thing on how you can save costs, or how you can save the brooding peppers. We always use the brooding peppers to cover the coffee hussicks, because when these baby chicks come, they don't separate feed from the coffee hussicks or wood shavings. So in order to protect them from feeding on the coffee hussicks, we always put brooder peppers. But for me, I do not use these brooder peppers. I use cardboard. I'll be showing you how I use them. I cover the top with cardboards, and by doing that, I'm saving on the money. I've written everything on this manila paper, in that as we talk, someone can be able to note down all these items and their prices. And we are using the dollar currency. That way it's easy for all of us to understand. So the chicks here, we need 500 chicks, and it's going to cost us 4,000. It's going to cost us 405.4, and this figure is not fixed, because different people get birds from different hatcheries. Some people get from We get chicks from Netherlands. Some people get chicks from Turkey. Other chicks come from, let's say, Belgium. So different hatcheries have different prices. So here you can calculate accordingly. And then for the pots, for these 500 chicks, we need only 3 pots. And here the cost is $8. Then for the drinkers, I've not put the baby drinkers because as I've talked about it, I do not buy the baby drinkers. So these 8 drinkers I'm talking about are the mature drinkers, and we need 8. For the feeders, we need 8. I've also not put the baby feeders, and the 8 feeders cost us $140.5. And then the cardboards, all newspapers, have not put a price because these ones always you can get them for free. And then the charcoal, we shall use 7 bags of charcoal, and this can cost us $27. And then the gum boots, I've put only 1 pair because for these 500 chicks, they are not many, so meaning only 1 person can manage. That's why I've put only 1 pair of gum boots, and this will cost us $2. And then the solar panel, we need a source of light. We always need, for example, umeme, we always need some other source of light in case this umeme is off. So that's why I've put a solar panel. Some people, you can compromise and use lamps. You can anything as long as it will give you light when this electricity is off. So for the solar panel, I've given it a cost of $81. And then the trampoline, we need 4, and it costs us $40. And then the coffee hussocks, some areas the coffee hussocks are for free, but in case you buy, you will buy 8 bags at $26. And then you need the weighing scale, $23. And then there is this other weighing scale because you always want to track how your birds are growing. So you need this small weighing scale, and it costs us $13.5. So here we have a subtotal of $809. And then here, when it comes to vaccination, we'll need glucose. Glucose, it is always used for the first 3 days, because for the first 3 days we need these chicks to have appetite, eat in order for them to grow up well. So the glucose, we shall need only 4 packets, and it will cost us $5.4. And then we need vitamins also. For vitamins, we only need 1 tin, which is it's 1 liter, and it will cost us $13.5. And then when it comes to feeds, and when you look at these prices, you can see that feed, it is the item which takes a lot of money. So we shall need the pre-starter. The pre-starter are the pellets that we give to the baby chicks when they arrive. We give them for 1 week, and we need only 1 bag, which will cost us $27.5. And then when we go to the starter stage, this starter stage, it is always from 1 week up to 6 weeks, meaning we give this feed for 5 weeks. So the whole 5 weeks it will cost us $516.5. And then when we go to the grower stage, so this starter stage, normally we are giving these birds the broiler concentrate. And so when we go to the grower stage, we change the birds and we put them to the layers concentrate. So on the grower stage, it will cost us $677.9. And then when we go to the developer, it will cost us $1,099.5. And then these 2 other weeks, this feed I've calculated from day 1 up to 18 weeks. Up to 18 weeks, your birds are supposed to start laying if you look after them properly. So these other two weeks, I mean, from this day up to the developer stage, it takes us 16 weeks. So I've just calculated for these other 2 weeks in order for us to make 18 weeks. So for these other 2 more weeks, it will cost us $549.7. So the total for this is going to give us $2,890. So when we calculate this with these other materials, it's going to cost us $3,699. So in these things, I've not put the cost of the structure. In my previous videos, I talked about how much you need to come up with a structure for 500 birds. So please, you can go back and watch, and you get to know how much it will cost you. Or you can improvise if you have some space that is already there. Let's say garage. I also talked about them in one of my videos. So you can, that's why I've not put the price of the structure. So we did $3,699 to come up with a layer, to come up with a poultry farm of 500 birds. And these prices are the current prices. For example, for the feed, these prices are current, and right now in my country there is a lot of maize on market, so which means the cost of feed is low. So you can calculate according. If you're planning to begin poultry farming very soon, you can go and stock maize because there is a lot of maize on the market. So meaning if you want to begin and you begin at time when there is less maize on the market, these prices will change and you will be producing at a higher cost. So this figure will change. So please, thank you for watching me. In the next video, we shall be talking about preparing for brooder, because I'm expecting birds. So please make sure you watch that video. Bye bye. Thank you for watching me. See you in another video.